Hey YouTube, hope you're keeping well. Thanks for tuning in to another video. The plan for the video today changed a little bit. I was really excited to give you some more modification and install content, but if we take a look outside, probably not going to happen today. It has just been the nastiest weather in Ontario, Canada lately, and my install was going to be in the engine bay here. So instead of doing the mod video that I planned to make, I still wanted to make a video for my awesome subscribers. So we're going to switch things up a bit. Today we're going to talk about how much I paid for my Tacoma. We're going to go through the nitty gritty. I'm going to tell you everything about the purchasing process and out the door price and where we're at today. Speaking of subscribers, if you're new to the channel and you like trucks, TRDs, automobile content, please feel free to consider subscribing below. I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you liked the video, hit that like button. Helps the YouTube algorithm. Let me know what content I should make for yourselves. All right, so for context on what we're working with, I'll try to show some clips of the truck here. I don't know if I'm going to step outside in the rain. I have a 2023 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport. I live in Ontario, Canada. I know most of my subscribers and viewers are from the States. I've got some Canadians. Shout out to everybody from Canada, especially Ontario. It's almost springtime. I will do conversions to USD so that you can get a grasp on how much this cost at the time. I'll do the conversion back in July of 2023, which is when I purchased the truck. So for context, I have a 2023 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport. This is the last year they made the third generation Tacoma. It has the naturally aspirated V6, and this TRD Sport is an automatic and has the 6-foot box here. In addition, this truck does have the premium package. In Canada, this is a package that provides some additional luxuries like leather seats, blind spot monitoring, as well as a sunroof. So generally speaking, trucks in Canada tend to run a little bit more expensive than trucks in the States. But I've got the contract and finalized sale paperwork here with the numbers on it, so you know that I'm not lying. I did fold the paper a little bit so you don't see some of my personal information. But what I'll do is I'll take a photo of this and try to put it up on the screen somewhere. While I read these numbers off. Everything is going to be backwards if I do this because I'm on front cam. So let's go over the cost and then I'll go over the purchasing experience and how we got there. Okay, so the basic vehicle manufactured suggested retail price Canadian is $48,910. That's without delivery, any taxes. That's just MSRP. If you convert that to USD, at the time I purchased it in July of 2023, that comes out to $37,110 was the MSRP of a 2023 Tacoma. Oh, how far the Tacomas have come in just 2 years. Okay, I did not do any add-ons, no port options, none of that junk. I'll talk about that after we go through the numbers. That was the MSRP. I did not pay MSRP. There was a discount of $4,170 Canadian below MSRP. So the total price of the vehicle, sale price before any taxes or delivery fees, etc., was $44,740. Convert that to USD in 2023. It was $33,946 USD. That's sale price, that's not out the door price. We've got stuff to add. So added on to the sales price, we have environmental fees of $23. We have a freight fee to get the truck to the dealership, to my house, $1,930. We have a federal air conditioner tax. That's $100. There's usually a dealership fee between $500 to $1,000. Don't pay it. That is not applicable. I didn't pay that. There's also a OMVIC fee. That's $10. Hopefully you're following along on the image I hope that I put up here on the screen. Extended warranty. You can see I declined it. Meh. It's a Toyota. Whatever. Protection package. The dealer was doing like a PPF paint protection thingy. I declined that. That leads us to our total vehicle price. $46,803.50. If we do the conversion to USD, that is $35,512. So that is everything, including the sale price, the little administrative fees, and the freight fee, which is the biggest one. Now, tax is different everywhere. I'm still going to tell you what my out-the-door price was, but that probably doesn't matter to you because your percentage of tax is going to be different dependent on the state or the province that you buy it in. I live in Canada. I think it's like a 13% tax here. After tax, my out-the-door price was $52,946.96. So the tax that I paid, and this hurts me, the HST, was $6,084. The tax sucks. Now, if we do the conversion of the 52, that comes out to $40,173 USD. At the time, that seemed super high, even with the discount, and now they're even crazier, which is just boggles my mind. We got this truck for many thousands under MSRP. Let's talk about it. You know, you're probably all getting bored of just staring at my face. I'm getting bored of staring at my face here. I'm actually just going to go and shoot some clips of the truck while I tell you about the experience. I test drove a RAV4 not too long ago, so I had the specific rep that I was dealing with. And I just texted him one day and said, hey, I need a Toyota Tacoma. So I went in with him and I said, look, I need a TRD Sport premium model in Lunar Rock. Take my $500 deposit. Call me when it's here. So they called me a couple more times and were basically telling me that it's really hard for them to get my specific trim. And they can offer me different colors. They offered me an Arctic white. They offered me a metallic gray. But I was pretty set on Lunar Rock at that point. So I was willing to wait it out. What ended up happening is they had to make a trade with another dealer to get that spec, or they wouldn't have got my truck in. So they basically swapped an allocation for this truck with another dealer and then routed this my way. All in all, it took me 6 months from deposit to get this truck in. Seems like a really long time, and to be completely honest, it was a really long time. I was a little bit worried that I wasn't going to be able to get a brand new 2023. Because they were changing over to the 4th generation not too long after. Anyways, I'm rambling now, but as far as getting this truck under MSRP in 2023 when there was very low availability, I didn't have to do any negotiating or anything special. My family is a Toyota family. My dad had worked at Toyota for over 20 years. And I had worked at Toyota through some summers during my school. So one of the benefits of being a Toyota family is they allow you to get the vehicles at dealer cost or invoice cost, I think it's what they called it. So anyways, there was no negotiating required. Told them up front I had this discount. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What do you do to get your vehicle at or under MSRP? One thing I really don't like is those dealer markups. I think it's completely ridiculous. It's pure greed. If I did not have this Toyota discount, I still wouldn't have paid a markup. I would have not. I just wouldn't. If there was a markup, I just wouldn't buy the truck. So that was my purchasing experience. We put the deposit down, then we waited 6 months for the truck to finally get in. I guess another point that I'll make is when I put the $500 deposit down, I made sure the dealer was very aware that if the truck comes here with port added options, they're gonna have to take them off because I am not paying for them. Sometimes they will throw like the Predator steps on the side. They'll throw like a $2,000 tonneau cover on the back of the truck bed. They'll do all this paint protection and then they'll add it on as line items that you actually have to pay for. I mean, so if you see here, there's a long list of options and they all say $0 because I did not have them on the truck. my rep was very aware that I wasn't going to be playing that game. What happens a lot is when the trucks are at the dealership already for sale, aka you can buy it and drive it home that day if you want, they've got all these stupid options that they've added on, and they're severely overpriced. Toyota sells, like, I think it's a USB cable kit. It's like $70. So my recommendation would be don't buy one off the lot. Put a deposit down, request that there's no port added options, and if there's options, you're just not going to buy the truck, or you're going to have the dealer take them off. But anyways, let me know some tactics that yourselves would use in the comments below to negotiate a deal at MSRP or below. Sorry, I'm trying to keep switching up the camera angles. This video is going on way longer than I thought it would, but I'm trying to keep you entertained. So where are we at today with the Tacoma? So for context, when we bought it, we did about half the truck in a down payment, and we financed the second half of the truck. So about half down in cash. At that time, during like just coming out of COVID, the interest rates were just really high, and I think they're still really high today. So I'll be transparent. I did a short-term loan to get the best interest rate I could, and the interest rate I got was 6.19%. I have an 860 credit score, and that was the best that they could do. I financed through the dealer. I didn't go to like a credit union or a bank. I looked at the banks and all that, but best rate I could find at that score was 6.19% on a short-term loan. This wasn't even a long-term loan. Yeah, so I mean, after doing the truck payments for a while, the payments still just seemed high, even with half the down payment down. So I ended up just cashing the truck out, and I paid the loan off early. So we now fully own this Toyota Tacoma. We got rid of the truck note. Toyota sent me all the ownership paperwork, and we are no longer working for Toyota Financial every month. Now, this isn't something necessarily that you have to do if you're buying Toyotas, especially Tacomas, and the reason for this is that the resale value is really good. So the channel fully owns this Tacoma now. Also want to just say thank you so much for all your support. The support for the channel has actually been one of the reasons I was able to pay the truck off before my loan ended and fully own my dream truck. So thank you so much to everybody who subscribed, watched videos. We got the channel monetized like in May or June this year or something. Oh wait, that would have been last year. It's 2025 already. Oh, okay, so we got the channel monetized almost a year ago, maybe. Shout out to anybody who bought a product through my links or my discount codes. Every single penny I've made from this channel has gone directly into the truck. And I'm just feeling so blessed. I can't believe like we're already here. So I'm going to continue to just reinvest in the channel and appreciate all your support. We've got more content, more mods to come, everyone. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I really would love a discussion in the comments below about your approaches to buying new vehicles and getting them at or under MSRP and what your purchase experience was like. If you have any dealers to recommend, feel free to put them in the comments below as well. Also, don't pay those markups. Stand strong. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day.